What's up? Welcome to your week 3 49ers film review. We are your film critics, Grant Cohn, Jack Hammer. The next 90 minutes, we're going to go through the entire game at 75% speed, so a little bit slower. Not full slow, but slow enough that we can watch the whole game in 90 minutes. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Are you
Let's
ready?
do it.
Let's do this. All right, boom. Starting off here. Okay. Watch this kick. Boo, what a kick. Good way to start. Sets the tone right here with this kick. All right, moving on. Sorry. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, we're gonna get a run up the middle.
Interesting front to start off with. They got that 5-man front. I guess they're anticipating a run. I mean, look, all about stopping the run here.
Yeah, and Green Bay shows them kind of a little bit of a run look with Rodgers under center and the tight formation.
Yeah.
They're
the end zone.
They actually play good defense against the run when they're in this front.
Yeah, what is this front?
It's basically like a 5-3 in a way.
Very interesting.
Or 5-2.
One thing I would say with D'Amico, I would put Ebukam here, although I'm sure Aziz is doing a great job. But this is what he did in L.A. It's kind of what he's really good at. Anyway.
Sure.
Yeah. But they're not running at him. Let's see who makes the tackle here. Is it Kinlaw and Warner?
Yeah. Kinlaw's going to make the tackle on this one.
Gotta love Jones getting in the backfield. He's so good in the first quarter when he's fresh. Anyway.
Yeah, he does. No, they both do a good job. He does a good job swimming over the center. Kinlaw does a good job stepping in. And then they go right back to their split front, and we know what's going to happen next if they run the ball.
We were watching this from the press box, and you were basically saying anytime the Niners go to this front with these split safeties and the Packers are in the shotgun, they can just run it for 5 yards at will.
Yeah, it's a 5. Look at, they just double both the interior guys, push them out of the way, and by the time the linebackers fill the hole, the running back's already 3 yards up the field, and then he's going to take him usually for another yard or two because the 49ers linebackers don't stand you up. Right.
Here are your two double teams.
Yep.
And that's Kinlaw and Jones.
Yep. Yep. And watch how long it takes Warner to step into the hole. I know that he has, he doesn't really get there. He's scraping across the top, and then finally he gets there about 3 yards downfield, and then he's driven back 2 more yards.
Easy. And another thing I want to look at throughout this is just how they do they disguise their coverages or do they declare it pretty early? The first two, something to look for, because that's something that Robert Saleh sort of did as he got. I remember Dante Whitner used to criticize Robert Saleh for not disguising his coverages. Fangio always did that very well. Anyway,
right.
Something to look for.
Yeah, and it's something that Saleh got better at as he went along. And I don't think the 49ers do a whole lot of it. Look at right here. They're coming out. They show you right now what they're doing.
Yeah.
Are they going to? The only question is if you're going to blitz the linebacker or not. But other than that, you know exactly what the 49ers are doing across the board.
Right, and what are they doing? Tell them.
Well, you know that it's a man front with a single high safety.
Man coverage.
Especially
safety.
Yeah, especially with both of the safeties are up. Tight. You have I think it's Ward. Yeah, Ward's at the top of the screen and Tart's at the bottom. And then
you got Hufanga.
And the way. Yeah, and look where Hufanga is. He's way in the middle, and he's in the middle of the field, which is fine. Where this ball is going, there's no way he can make a play on it.
Right. So when Rodgers looks at this pre-snap, there's nothing that he has to decipher. He knows exactly what it is, and what he's going to say is, okay, which matchup do I like? It's man-to-man. All right, this is a good matchup. Plus the safety's kind of over here. That's a terrific. Let's just get the ball and throw it deep and see what happens.
Yeah, knowing that guy, because they're going to run a smash route kind of right there, right? So he's going to be going way to the sideline anyway. Look at all the space that he's going to have to work with for him to fit the ball in over the top of Williams.
He's looking at it right now. He's like, oh, yep. He almost gave him a little look like, dude, you just know the ball's coming to you right now. Dude, you know I'm coming to you, right? I'm giving him the little eye. Ball's out immediately. What can the pass rush do?
There's nothing that they can do. He gets a good pass rush. Bosa gets a good pass rush. Yeah, Bosa's winning on the pass rush, but the secondary doesn't leave anything to the imagination as far as what they're doing. It's easy for a guy like Rodgers to beat this because he can throw that deep ball down the field too. This isn't like Jalen Hurts or Jared Goff or something like that where you're going to get an open receiver and he's going to miss it very often.
And so part of the reason that Rodgers was able to get rid of the ball in 2.3 seconds on average in this game was because the corners are beat up and struggling, but also there was nothing to decode.
It was right. No, there's nothing to decode, and this is against the best, a really good nickel cornerback. So it's not like they're picking on the rookie here.
No, and just real quick, look at Bosa. Nice move to the inside. Might have been a sack, but K'Waun Williams is burned immediately. In retrospect, maybe this is a little bit too aggressive for the personnel you got on the field. Against Aaron Rodgers. I'm just saying.
Yeah, let's watch and see how long it takes Hufanga to move too. I mean, his head's turned, and Hufanga's still in the middle of the field.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, what are you waiting to see at this point, man? Yeah, it's way too long.
Yeah, he's not going
to. If you're like a base stealer, this is basically the equivalent of starting to run after the catcher has the ball. Dude.
Yeah, he should be reading his eyes. His eyes are taking him to the middle of the field, and he's still backpedaling on the hash.
He should be moving now, and it takes him 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 more. Yeah, not good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you see what he tried to do. He just doesn't really have the horses to pull it off. Play right off the bat. Back to this shotgun split safety look.
Yeah, and they're going to come here. This is a screen. It's wide open because the 49ers get so much pressure up the field out of this wide 9.
Yeah.
It's an easy 10 yards for him, really.
Yeah, and the running back is going to go right between Armstead and Jones.
He just steps up through.
Easy.
Yep. Boom. You compare this to, think about this later on when we watch the 49ers try to run this when Garoppolo throws the ball backwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then here, this is where, Bosa kind of takes over a little bit here. They're lucky on this possession. Green Bay moved the ball on them the whole game. That's why I kind of chuckle. I don't get the fact where they're saying that the defense bailed the 49ers out. They drove right down the field here. Bosa makes a nice play. Rodgers catches his own pass.
Yeah.
And then the next play is Rodgers, is all Bosa too. They don't get a chip on him. He's gonna rush up inside and he's gonna get a really good rush.
Yeah.
This is a sack if the guy doesn't grab his face mask.
Right. Let's check that out. Oh yeah. Big time.
Yeah. He rips him down with his right hand.
Okay, so then they end up going way back, right?
Yeah, and then here's the run. And again, Bosa just blows this up because he drives that tackle into the backfield. It's really nice. These 3 plays out of him are his 3 best plays of the game.
Sure. Yeah, when he did this, you're thinking, man, like he's going to take over this game.
Mm-hmm.
That was really saw him the rest of the game.
We'll see a little bit of why.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. The Packers make an adjustment, I think, by their second drive.
Yeah, they do. And then they come right here and they just run a little screen, set them up for a field goal.
Right, it's 3rd and forever at this point.
Yeah, they're trying to get a little bit closer for Crosby. And he drills it.
Really? They don't even show? Wow, good camera work, guy. Nice. Okay. All right. We're going to be watching some of these special team stuff later, especially the last one. I'm curious to see. I also want to watch Trenton Cannon's return, but I want to see how they kicked it on the last one. Okay, so here's real quick. This is my thing, and maybe I overreact to it, but anytime I see the Niners on the first play in a formation like this, I think Kyle doesn't trust his identity today. Because to me, the identity of his offense is under center. Play action, run one way or the other. This to me is, well, that's not going to work in this game for these reasons, so we got to do this and yada, yada, yada. It always seems like a weak first move from Kyle. And when I see it, I'm like, uh-oh, he's not super confident this week. Maybe that's me reading too much psychoanalysis, but that's always what I think when I see first play shotgun.
I can understand that, and especially in this one, what it's showing you right here is that he doesn't trust Trey Sermon. That's why he's using this. This is their group to start the game off.
That's right. He has Sermon on the field. He's playing wide receiver, and he hands off to Juszczyk. To me, calling this, having this be the first play of your script, a dive for Juszczyk up the middle, is not good enough. I mean, this is so beneath Kyle Shanahan. Like, what is the best that's going to happen? I'm sorry. This is the first run you call of the game. It's way beneath him. Yeah. Way beneath him. I like Juszczyk, but 1st and 10, I wouldn't do that.
No, I hear you. It's it's an odd call. It really kind of showed where they were going in this game.
For sure, it did. So this was definitely this foreshadowed the whole offensive, the whole first half, really. This play. Okay. blocked it.
Yeah.
All right.
Just look at Alex Mack and Daniel Brunskill though. Neither one of them moves. Look where they start from. You see Mack right there. He's at the 25. He doesn't move Kenny Clark anywhere.
Right.
Daniel Brunskill starting at the 25, 94. He just stands him straight up.
Yeah. Oof.
And compare that to what the Packers just did. We saw the Packers do to the 49ers. I understand they're doubling a little bit, but still, the middle of the 49ers offensive line gives them
allowing them to double by using that wide 9. These guys have a 5-man front, and how do you double when you got both guards covered and the center? Where's the double team coming?
Sure, and the middle of the 49ers offensive line, I don't know about Tomlinson, but I know for sure Brunskill and Mack, they're not moving anybody. And so you can line up in this all day long, and you pretty much you've shut down, 2 holes, maybe 3 holes of the 49ers offense, because you can't run between the center and the guard on the left side, and you can't run between the center and the tackle on the right side because it's clogged up.
Right. Like what the Niners want to do is they either want to get outside they want to get up to the perimeter, which is very hard to do when you got these guys standing there, or you want to get double teams on the interior like we showed the Packers doing, but it's really hard to do when you have both guards in the center covered. So against a front like this, what do you do? Like traps, you got to pull linemen. I mean, gap scheme stuff, right? Or pass. How about pass? Yeah. How about pass?
And that's what they do. And it's got to be, you've got to be able to get towards the edge, but you've got to be able to get some movement, and they don't get any.
Yeah.
The fact that he gets 4 yards out of that
is making one-on-ones across the board, and the Niners aren't winning one-on-ones on their offensive line. Yeah.
No, they can't.
They can't. Brunskill can't. Matt can't. Maybe the other 3 can sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 71 can. Okay, here we go.
This is an easy play to start off with. It's a nice little quick concept.
Yep. Honestly, it's open all day. They could do this 15 times a game. Good that they got the ball in Kittle's hands right off the bat.
Right. And then
they don't get the ball down the field except for that one attempt that didn't work out.
Yeah. And then on this next play, you just all you got to see about this play is watch Alex Mack.
Lucky from this. Here's Mack. Oh, God. Sorry. Oh, never mind.
And then watch. Okay, now rewind it. Now watch Mack, and then after you watch Mack, watch the right guard.
Oh God!
I mean, neither one of them block anybody.
Yeah.
The guy 97 runs over Mack and is able to chase down Sermon and get a hand on him.
Yeah.
To slow him down even more. And then on the edge, you've got a missed block between Juszczyk and Kittle. They can't make the block on the edge.
Yeah, Kittle, dude. Yeah,
not Kittle. I'm sorry, not Kittle. I'm talking. Watch the edge over here. It's that's Juszczyk. Watch Juszczyk come out. He's on 91. Yeah. He can't get there.
It's not good.
No, and so I know we want to talk about this running game. The problem, this offensive line is not good right now.
You didn't need to say right now. Okay, no, but I know why he did.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
I do know what you're saying.
It's
interesting how people are exposing the weaknesses. Just single up everyone. Make everyone a one-on-one. Everyone in one-on-one matchups, and the right guard can't hold up. The center can't hold up.
Yeah, and then they get this is the little pass to Ayuk. Is that who it goes to?
Yeah. Something I want to watch too is the safeties against Garoppolo. Like, are they standing? Is there anything? What am I trying to say?
They're reading what they're. I understand where you're going is because everybody's been talking about how close they're playing, and I understand that.
But and if I was to take anyone deep,
and that's where I was going to go with it. If I'm playing against the 49ers, I don't, and they want to say that this is a Garoppolo thing, and I don't think it is. I think it's a route concept thing because the 49ers don't. Thing. They're not. They don't try to take you deep.
Horizontal. Yeah, I mean, like, there's nothing. It's so constricted by design.
Correct, and you'll see this quite a bit as we watch through this.
It's the kind of stuff we saw with Chip Kelly at the end. There was nothing down the field. It was all horizontal. It's very strange what's going on with the offense right now. They've scored points, but 4.5 yards per play the last 2 games. Like, that's way beneath Kyle Shanahan's standard. And you can't blame Jimmy. Jimmy's outperforming Kyle the last 2 weeks.
I think that it's because they're not getting the running game going, and so and the offensive line just cannot block the. I mean, look at this one. Watch Brunskill just gets pushed into his lap.
That's a nice throw too.
It's not a bad throw considering what's happening in the pocket.
Right. I mean, it's off platform, as they say. But yeah, Brunskill. Yeah, you can't handle Kenny Clark.
No, nobody has so far, right? And this it's
what
good.
It looked like when Brunskill did one-on-ones in training camp.
Oh yeah, this
every time.
And that's what we're seeing Brunskill get beat repeatedly in pass protection, and we're seeing Alex Mack get beat repeatedly in pass protection when he's one-on-one, and that's what we saw throughout
training. Why the
camp.
Niners drafted Ambry Thomas in round 2.
3.
My God, they could use it. I mean, sorry, not Ambry Thomas, Aaron Banks.
Yeah, Aaron Banks.
They could use him if he were good.
This pass is it needs to be just a little bit more out in front of him. But that's pretty good coverage, though. I mean, that's that's the only place he can go with the ball. That's the thing. You just watch how tight the coverage is across the field on these guys. The only place that he might be able to go outside of where he's supposed to read is if he's going to flip around and throw it to the left and stick with the flat to Juszczyk up at the top. That's the only other thing I can say about this. Maybe you should throw it right here.
Maybe you go to Kittle. I mean, either. But I mean, there's not a lot of good options here.
No, whoever this guy is at the top of the screen that's running the flat, maybe he should have stayed there. That's Juszczyk, right?
Yeah, maybe that.
But otherwise, everything is within 10 yards.
Yeah, and that's not. We're thinking that's Jimmy's limitation. Well, what we're seeing on the coach's film is that's the design of the freaking offense.
It's design. Yeah, it's the design of the play.
Jeez. All right. Not a great debut for Mike McDaniel as the offensive coordinator. Like all of a sudden he gets promoted and everything falls apart. What? Okay.
He's gotten a lot better at he's gotten a lot better in his press conferences, though.
Yeah, that's what matters. You know what was interesting? I was listening to Shanahan today. He basically blamed Lenoir, I think, for the last play, not the safety. He said it was straight up 2-man. I don't know why he was playing outside technique.
It's Lenoir's fault. We'll get to
Lenoir's fault. Yeah, He's playing like it was zone. Oops.
I don't know what he's doing. He's over there.
I'll time out then if you see him do it anyway.
We got to get to it. We'll get there. We'll get there.
We got to go quick. All right, here we go.
We just gave out the what everybody wants to see. See now look how tight. Look how they're the Packers are under center again. It looks like a tight formation. They bring up now. You're running cover 3, easy pitch and catch. It's simple.
Like all this space you're giving Devontae Adams. Like
oh yeah. Yeah, it's and it's cover 3. Yeah. That's easy. Rodgers knows right where he's going to go with the butt. That's a high school level, read.
That's a gimme first down right there.
Yes,
that's 11 yards with no resistance.
Especially when you see one coming up, it's either going to be especially with that guy playing so far off, you're going to get it to Adams quick.
Okay. Another first down. Another quick throw. Again, just to look at this coverage. Nothing, no rotation. Just. This is what we're doing. Let's line up and go.
Yeah.
Gets the check down against
Looks like it's like maybe a cover 2 look or something like that. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Because he's I don't know between 2, 4, and 6, whatever you want to say, but I mean it's too high. It's a zone coverage.
Yeah.
And it's easy.
Yeah.
It's a good job. And part of the reason I say maybe it's cover 2 is because of how quick the corner. Because both the corners are reading inside, looking to jump anything.
I know from talking to Saleh that the Niners did not run cover 2 under him. Maybe they do under Ryan. It could be quarters.
Okay. Well, yeah. Whichever one it is.
Don't you play bump and run with inside technique and push them to the outside?
No.
Oh no.
No, at least not the way that I ran it. The way that I ran it, I wanted to stand outside and funnel everything into the light.
Okay, that's right. Okay. But yeah, there's more of a press technique in cover 2, right, as opposed to a bail in cover 4.
Yeah, typically, and what they're either way, they're got their eyes inside and they're looking for those routes, and you can see on that play Mosley and Alshire did a really good job of coming off of it.
Okay.
And then too high, and you've got Ward jumping on an underneath route.
Yeah, but I mean, this is quarters, right? Like, isn't that his response? Like, isn't that the design of the play? It seems looks like a quarters beater. That these guys, he's going to take someone. He's going to react to someone in his face.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that before because they've run this play before for almost exactly. It was the same play for this type of a play right here, where at the gain, and it's a tough read for him, but. It's one of those situations. The linebacker's right there. The linebacker should be stepping there. He needs to keep gaining his depth. There's no reason. I don't.
Also, shouldn't Tart have should he let him cross his face like that? Because usually when you see quarters coverage, you see the safeties have inside technique and they're trying to not let that happen. Because I mean, if you let him cross your face, as soon as he crosses your face, it's a race that you're losing. You're trailing. How are you going to win that race?
No, you're right, and it's like he's playing it like he's expecting there to be help on the other side.
Yeah, interesting. So it's either on Ward or Tart. You think it's on Ward?
I would put this one on Ward. I don't see how Tart can get over the top of that unless he's climbing on, because what's happening is that guy's getting up on him so tight that if I was the coach of the Packers and I saw him jump this route to the other side, I would just come back to it on the next play and run a post corner because it would be wide open.
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying I think the way that he's playing it here leads me to believe that Ward was supposed to stay over the top.
Yeah, I would imagine. It just seems to me like from an offensive perspective, if you know you're getting quarters, that like what you try to do is to send someone in front of one safety and get a post the other way because this guy's playing. It's wide open, and so it seems like a very difficult position for Ward to be in because if he doesn't react to that's Davante Adams running right at him, and if he doesn't react, then that's a 15-yard completion over the middle, pitch and catch. That's a tough one. Anyway, hard to say who's at fault there. I'll ask D'Amico tomorrow. Move on. Another big play. Back in the red zone. Did I lose you, Jack? I lost Jack. Uh-oh. Jack will come back. All right, moving on. Running into a loaded box this time. The Niners do better. Okay. Here's Bosa. They're gonna chip him right here. Watch this. Run right around him. That's the beginning of it. This is just a run play. Boom. Knocked it from the side. Jeez. Okay, let's watch Bosa again. No chip. Looks like he wins. Misses. Lets Rodgers escape and throw that ball. This is my thing with Bosa. He often rushes too high. Chase Young does it on Washington too. They both came from Ohio State. So you get all the way back here, and even Rodgers can just step up and complete this pass. That's on Bosa. They're at the goal line. Oh, I like that play. Make the run. Oh, this is great. So you make it look like he's going to run the jet sweep. Oh, hold on. Here we go. There you are.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. Okay, so here we go. They're on the goal line. They make it look like Davante Adams going to run a jet sweep. It's a little gadget play. Then he stops, comes back out here. No one covers him. Looks like this guy kind of sets a pick here.
Yeah, he does. He's kind of just doing
a
yeah. It's very similar to the touchdown the 49ers scored against Detroit with Trey Lance. In that the only thing is that the in-out motion is coming before the snap, where he's it's that same kind of a concept though, where you're trying to pin the guy in and then come back outside.
Absolutely, that was cool. Okay, let's move on. We got to make time. All right.
Again, look at the edge. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, it's really hard to run jet sweeps and get to the perimeter. Look at this front. You got three guys right next to each other, and these guys setting the edge. That is the book on the Niners. If you want to shut down the Niners run game and have them average 3 yards a carry, do this. No double teams. Now, what would you do if you had you could run like look at this huge gap here, right? If you want to run off tackle, there are huge gaps, but that's not really what the Niners do.
Yeah, you can run off tackle. The problem right now that the 49ers have though is that they're not getting any kind of a push from their front guys.
Right.
And with this front, what's happening is they're taking away they're not allowing the three interior guys of the 49ers to get up to the second level. Right. So your linebackers are able to scrape and run. And that's what the other part of what you're seeing here. Watch 51 and 51. I'm not sure what the other guy's numbers. I can't tell with his hair. 55, I think it is.
Yeah.
Look how they're just able to run. They're getting to the line of scrimmage without being touched.
Right. Look, so here's McGlinchey. He's trying to block 51. 51's going to make the tackle. He just can't get out there far enough.
No, it's perfect defense.
Yeah. This is just So I mean, this is my thing. Like you got your Kyle. You really have nothing you can do in your run game. There's nothing you trust. You got to do stuff like this to run the ball. Like this isn't sustainable.
It's not.
Where is your meat and potatoes run play in this game? You haven't had one yet.
No, they don't have it. They don't have it.
It.
We saw this last week against Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And this is against a better team now.
Yeah.
And then this is now they're going to run mesh right here against, and mesh is a really good concept if you're running against
man-to-man coverage.
But it's zoned up and everybody's just running into coverage.
Right. Right. Yeah, I saw. Was it Baldinger who broke this down? Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's trying to set a pick, but this guy's not moving. Like that's a bad play call for that. You got to check out. You got to check out of this if you see his zone.
Well, and go back to it though, because go back to the beginning before we see before the play starts.
Okay.
You don't know what's coming because they don't motion.
Right.
The only little motion you get is you check out of the backfield, but there's no reason if you're the defense to make a big adjustment to that.
Yeah.
In order to figure that out, you need to send one of these guys. If you want to give Garoppolo a clue as to what he should be doing, you need to send, send 6 across the formation or something like that.
Right. Right. But they don't do that. So Garoppolo's in the dark.
Yeah. He's in the dark. Once the ball snapped, it's at that point, he's probably seen his zone. He's just trying to get it out to whatever he can get.
All right.
See, that's a good job.
In the backfield, yeah.
Really good job by DJ Jones. He doesn't make the tackle, but his penetration is what knocks 13 off his track. So that's what we're seeing. That's like, we keep talking about the Flyers offense and the issues they're having because guys can't get there. That's what you see on that play.
Yeah. That's just easy.
Yeah.
Easy, it's just 5 yards. Yeah.
Yeah. Now look how wide they are. They just kick those guys out, get to the, it's
not that scientific. It's pretty easy.
Yeah. The guy's all the way over the tackle. And so that's just an easy block for 70 to just help 74 get engaged and then go to the second level.
Also, there's another thing that I like. It's subtle, but look at the splits between the offensive linemen. Look at how much space there is. Because what you want to do against a wide 9 is make it wider by alignment. Sometimes you can get real tight. These guys are as wide as you can possibly be, and it just widens these guys out even more. I love that.
Yeah, no, they're too wide in the middle of the field to be able to stop the run. That's why you're just, and the situation here. I mean, it's okay maybe if you're playing against a bad quarterback who's not going to be able to beat you later on, but they're continually giving Rodgers third and shorts because they can't keep him from with the running game.
Right. Now, this is interesting. This is the same exact look as the last third down, except there's Tart up top instead of Hufanga. They got him out and put Harris in man-to-man coverage, and instead of K1, who's out, it's Lenoir.
Yeah. But he goes right to the same
That's
spot.
not Marcel Harris. That's Norman. Anyway, this is Lenoir, and it's the same look, the same call. It's the same read. He just throws this fade. It's the same play.
Everything looks the same.
It's the same freaking thing. No adjustment from D'Amico Ryans on that one.
And that's a tough PI call on Lenoir. It really is. They're holding hands. That's the problem.
Well, I think the problem is he's got his left arm down, so it's hard to bring up the left arm, and he never turns his head. So that's probably why they did it.
Yeah, I remember watching this one live. I was like, yeah, because it looked like they were holding hands running down the field.
Yeah, that's always cute. Okay, handoff. Let's watch it from the end zone. I'm gonna make up some time. We got an hour left. Okay.
Nice play by Bosa.
Yeah, nice play by Bosa. He's got a single block. Good job.
That's a good job by whoever the right defensive tackle was too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Coverage from Mosley to force the check down.
Yeah, they get the ineligible man downfield on this call.
Okay.
And then this is the sack by Armstead.
Quarters. Okay. Ooh, that was nice. Really good.
Yeah. See, they're not chipping them right now, and they're still getting a pretty good amount of pressure on him at times when he's not able to get rid of the ball right away.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was.
Ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, man, this is the interception. I've seen a lot of talk about this one. It's just about this one on Twitter, and people are saying that he should have thrown the ball to Dwelley, but he throws the ball to the right spot. There's just nobody. Watch the backside corner. There's nobody holding him over there.
Again, it's a design flaw.
Nobody's holding him over there. I mean, this ball's got to be on a rope. Garoppolo doesn't really have the. He doesn't really have the arm
design. What if Ayuk runs an out here?
It's wide open.
Right, because if he runs an out, then Jair Alexander can't come across.
Yeah, against this coverage, Alexander's going to be coming to the middle of the field regardless because of the route concept. The route concept, his eyes are taking him to the middle of the field, and he's over the top of it. See, his man goes inside, so he just continues to flow, and he's on a dead sprint.
Yeah,
the ball's going to hang
on the quarterback because it's zone.
Yeah, and you see this a lot with Shanahan. I know we talked about this last year against Dallas on an interception by a couple of interceptions by Nick Mullins in that game where there's just nobody holding the backside.
Yeah,
backside defenders over there, and that's what's happening here.
Gets blasted too.
Yeah, you're trying to hit.
Yeah. It's actually a good throw. It should have been a better design play.
With the way that this thing is layered up, it should have been. You really need to have 11 going something on the right side. Keep that corner over there. Keep him busy
instead of running it in, running out.
Right, because you've got the deep route by Kittle, you've got the second short route by the tight end here, and you've got the wheel by the running back. So you've got all three levels covered. There's no reason to now bring Ayuk across the field. All you're doing is you're bringing the coverage across.
That's so interesting. It's on Kyle. Wow. Okay, let's move on. Screen.
Yeah, and then they just Ward's got to make
5 yards.
Ward's got to make the tackle.
Ooh, yikes! Okay. Once again, you got somewhat of a disguise. He backs off. They run it. He's late to fill. Easy 8 yards.
Yeah, Mosley needs to be able to step inside a little quicker on that one.
Oh my God. Contavious.
Well, this one's more on. This is going to Georgia.
It's hard. Yeah. It's hard to stand up to these double teams. Jeez, they make you look bad.
Yeah. That's a great play by Bosa.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't make this stop right here, if he doesn't trip this guy up, it's a touchdown.
Ooh, yeah.
It's a much bigger gain. He's not going to get a touchdown because you got three guys coming at him, but it's a bigger gain. Nice job right there. I think that's Tart filling the hole. See him shoot the gap. That's how you've got to do it. And it's going to be really hard when it's a corner that's supposed to be doing that though.
Yeah.
This is a really nice job of coming up by Josh Norman. I think this is a play he gets hurt on.
I think so. Because I remember watching it live thinking, wow, that was a hell of a collision.
Yeah, and then after it's a really nice play by both those guys. Norman does a great job though of coming up. I'm pretty sure he gets hurt because on the TV, watching it in between plays, he's on his knee.
Interesting. But he stays in the game. Tough guy.
Yeah.
Here he is in coverage right here.
Yeah, that's really good coverage. They do a good job there. There are a couple of times where we've seen, the Bosa bat and here watch, he has a little bit of trouble with the ball. Rodgers watch.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
So there's a couple of times where the Niners get stops after bobbles like that with the ball.
And that was 4th down.
Correct, 4th and goal.
Wow. Or
no, not 4th and goal, fourth and like 2 or something like that.
Okay.
It wasn't 4th and goal. They could have got a first down.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this is where
my God.
They lose again. He loses a little bit of faith in Trey Sermon after this play because I don't really think we see him touch the ball again for a while.
Yeah,
but it's the right read. Everything's covered downfield. Hits him right in the hands, and and it's off of stance. And we've seen all the running backs do this, mostly more often with 5 at quarterback, but still,
Yeah,
that's not okay.
that's true. Ugh.
Everything's short.
Yeah,
It's
drives
an
on
easy.
it real quick. Look at all
Yep.
the routes. Real
Yeah,
short.
it's the right read, but that guy coming across from the backside is the one that lays the wood. The linebacker.
Gotta help him out and get some stuff going down the field. Very interesting how compressed this is by design. Wasn't expecting to see that. Again, no routes more than 10 yards downfield.
No.
Wow. So it's hard to blame Jimmy Garoppolo for throwing to the correct short throw when that's all that's there. Yikes. Really not a fan of the 2021 49ers offense, I got to say. They're saving the good stuff for this week. They're saving the good stuff.
They're a mess.
They really are. Oh, God, dude.
Look at there's no push. They're just standing up. They're all, look at them. Watch the center and the right guard. They don't move. I mean,
I can't stand this play. It's the second time they called a dive for use check on 1st and 10. I just can't stand it.
They pick their hands up, but look at that.
Oh. And you're running like behind them. That's amazing.
They want to get into that gap, and there's nothing there. 50 lets the guy across his face, makes the tackle.
It's a wasted play. Play action. Oh, there you go. It works. Amazing.
Yeah, and this is this is one of their main concepts, the deep curl routes.
The deep curl. Yeah. It's another way to hit that same area.
Yeah, and it's good because it drives. It's actually pushing the defensive back instead of just running across the formation.
Right.
That's what's open.
Nice throw. Nice catch. Okay, this is the Niners' identity. At least that's what I used to think it was. This. And what is this? You call that split belly? This guy coming across, it's an inside zone play. And nothing. Try to get this double team here. 50 and 60, push him, and he's going to try to.
There we go.
Just 75. It's a tough block. You got to get your head, you got to get on this side. And that's just hard. Really tough. It's hard to say that it's Sermon's fault. This blocking is just there's nowhere to go.
No, there isn't anywhere. And that's the problem. The problem that they have is they're compressed because he doesn't really have the ability to get out to the outside all that well. This is a good read from Garoppolo. Go back to that one again, because I remember watching this live. I thought that this ball should have gone to Kittle.
Kittle is kind of open
right now, and it's a little bit of a tough throw because you've got this linebacker here, but he's got the time to hit him in that window right now. See that? And that's where I would have rather seen the ball go there. I mean, it's a nice completion. They get a first down or pretty close to it, but this is a ball where if he just holds it for a second longer, he doesn't even really have to hold it that long. Just throw it right over the left shoulder of the linebacker. That's a nice play. The ball should be able to get in because he's got the arm to get it there.
Yeah. I wouldn't say this is bad, Jimmy, but this could be better, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, cool.
Because he's got Deebo Samuel open. He's got both those guys open. I think Samuel might come open more because the ball's out of his hand. But
yeah, Samuel's here. Yeah, I mean, really, they're both open. Yeah. You could even argue that Samuel's more open because there's no one. I mean, there's no one.
Right.
Yeah, it's one-on-one. You got two guys chasing him down. If you hit this throw, it could be a touchdown. This is probably not a touchdown.
Yeah, and it looks like Garoppolo's kind of made up his mind when it's like he knows what's coming, and that's where he's going to go with the ball.
Yeah, as soon as he hits his back foot, there it is.
Yeah, and he's keeping his eyes down the field basically just to try to hold everybody there, but he knows he's going to go to the flat when he hits his back foot.
Okay, so that was an example of conservative Garoppolo. Let's put it that way. Conservative, Jimmy.
Yeah,
because the deeper routes were there. All right, let's watch this.
Yeah, and now they're going to try to do a little bit of a shot. Play action. Oh
my God.
Watch. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yikes. Instead of signing Alex Mack and drafting Aaron Banks, they could have drafted the Packers center, Josh Myers.
Yeah.
Who's good.
we had questions about Mac with his age coming into the season. You and I had talked
Yeah.
about that when we did his film breakdown after the signing, and he's looking old. He's getting
No
beat
one's open
constantly.
though. But yeah, I'm
No,
with you.
don't. Well, let's look at it. No, there really isn't. Maybe you've got the deep out or deep in to
Maybe. Got this guy
maybe.
right here.
If he's able to sit in the pocket
Wait. Yeah.
and do it, because that's where he's looking is that side of the
Right.
field. But he's got a guy in his face right away.
Oof.
And this is why Shanahan says what he says in his press conference today. Everybody wants to blame it on Garoppolo for the offense stinking in the first half, and it's far beyond just him.
You know what Kyle should say though, if you want to keep it real? It's my fault.
Right?
It's on me. My game plan stunk. My adjustments stunk. I'm gonna do better this week. I would have loved that, but he doesn't talk that way.
No, and then this is a nice one. They give him an open pocket over the middle, quick, get the ball
Vintage
up to
Jimmy, beautiful.
Yeah, and he sticks it right on him.
Yeah. I mean, there's really no. He throws this pass as well as anyone in the league. Just the quick release, the anticipation, the ball placement. Yeah. That's what he does best.
Yeah, that's his wheelhouse right there over the middle.
That was a false start. No,
it's not a false start. Max snaps the ball too soon. Nobody's ready.
Oh,
watch. He's the only one that moves.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
It could have been a false start because 75 is still trying to put his hand down.
That is so weird. Super weird. Okay. It's not Trey Sermon's fault. It's so interesting how you learn different things when you watch. What could Sermon have done differently, man?
Nothing, because half of his offense didn't move. I mean, when you watch George Kittle and Trent Williams, they don't even get out of their stance because they didn't realize the ball was snapped.
Honestly, what the Niners have done the last 2 weeks is just run their running backs into a brick wall.
Yes,
so bad.
Yeah,
must hurt. Must freaking hurt. All right, we're making good time. We got 45 minutes left. We're in the second quarter. Okay,
where are we?
They're taking a shot. Jeez. Surprised they don't call PI on that. If it was Lenore, they probably would have called it, but Norman's got a reputation. Anyway, you see why Norman's starting. He's been their best corner so far. I lose you, Jack? I'll be back. Jack will be back. That was good from Norman. He's going to need to play well, though, because people are going to compare him to Sherman all year. Sherman's going to be starting for Tampa. And I don't know if Sherman's better, if Norman's better than Sherman. Their names rhyme, though, so that's good. Nice tackle here by Azeez. Also, you're Norman, Sherman, Norman. They're similar. I mean, similar names. Norman. Okay. Oh, boy. Yeah, this was a pass interference. So, again, they do sort of rotate their coverage here. It looks like it might be split, but then he rotates down. He comes up. Good job, D'Amico. Still doesn't exactly fool Rodgers. Oh, here he is. Here we go.
Yeah.
How you doing? Okay, so here we go. There is a little bit of a disguise here. They rotate after the snap. Rodgers recognizes it and takes his shot at Davante Adams, who's got one-on-one, and really throws a kind of a bad ball, but Mosley panics.
Yeah, that's a tough one for Mosley because he's out in no man's land, and all of a sudden that receiver starts turning on him, and he just barely puts his arm out just enough though to get called for it.
Yeah, just didn't quite know where the ball was. Okay.
Yep.
That's the third pass interference penalty of this game, I think. Maybe the second.
That's the second.
That's the second. Warner's the third is coming up. Hold on. So Rodgers, he sees the too high look and he changes the play right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he's killing it to a run.
Yeah, and they're going to gain 6.
Good call by Rodgers.
Yeah, it's not. I know you and I both have killed Kerr and on this, and it is his problem. But it doesn't matter if it's Zach Kerr or if it's Javon Kinlaw.
No, it doesn't.
They do it. They do it. They do it to either one of them.
Yeah, and they did it to DeForest Buckner back in the day, and I think they blamed Buckner for it and thought that Kinlaw would be better. It's just really you're asking a lot of these defensive tackles. Watch. Okay, so they're here. They got like maybe 4 yards between them, and now look how far apart they are.
See, they double. They double. They double. It's constant. They're doubling. They come off to the linebacker because the linebacker is not able to smash up inside hard enough to fill the hole.
So what does D'Amico do? He doesn't panic, but he adjusts. He's like, okay, I can't do that anymore. They're killing me.
It's almost like this has to be their first down defense all the time.
Okay, now this is interesting. Here we got Bosa, and here are your tight ends. Now it's not a pass play, but this is a lot of attention on him. He still holds up pretty well.
Yeah, they're trying to run that off tackle.
Yeah,
it's the 49ers do a good job when they put the guy over the nose, but when they play their base this wide 9 thing, it's not good against the run. No.
So here we go again. It's a pass. It's really clear what the coverage is. It's cover 1, man to man with a single safety, and so he's just like, okay, where's Davante Adams over here? Okay. Now they're trying to get over there and make it like double coverage, but he's just going to throw out here. I mean,
yeah,
where the safety's not involved.
The separation that he's able to get. Watch the push. It's quick and the ball's right out back shoulder.
We need to talk about Lenoir real quick. He's gotten some good press, but dude, it seems to me. I mean, look, I didn't play football. I wasn't a coach, but you tell me if the call here is man coverage and he's in trail technique, you need to trail. You need to be an arm's length behind because the purpose of trailing is to take away the back shoulder fade.
Well, right, yeah, he's not able to get back over there and take away that gap between him and
no.
That's where he needs to go.
He's trying to stay on top. He should be back here.
Yeah,
you have safety help.
He needs to be closing that gap.
He needs to be trailing. Yeah, he needs to be closing that gap, and he would be close. He's trying to get over the top. I guess he's afraid of getting beat deep, but this is so easy. And if you give up the back shoulder fade, then your safety help doesn't matter.
Right.
All right. Lenoir, that's why he's not starting. That's why they prefer to have Josh Norman out there.
Yeah, but it's set up for him the way that he's got the safety help so that he should be playing to the safety help and he's not.
Exactly.
And we'll see that
he really negates the safety help. And Tart's over here right now, like, hey, dude, don't do that.
And we'll see that on the last play.
See what you just did? Don't ever do that.
Yep. Back to the wide 9.
Back to the wide 9. Double. And he just squirts through.
Yep.
And so now it's like, okay, now we got single high. All right. Davante Adams over here. Real quick. Boom, boom. Like there's no decision here. It's like autopilot. All right, you want to do that? I'll do this.
Yeah. And his back shoulder again.
Yeah.
He's in a little bit better technique here, but
he is. He's trailing, but he never gets it around and
where that ball's put, he has no. That's Johnson. That's why part of that's also
Dante,
Johnson.
Yeah. It's Dante,
which is probably a little bit why the coverage is better, but there's just no way he's going to get to that ball. Where you put it when you.
It's so interesting. Like they're trying to essentially double Adams, and Rodgers knows. Well, if I just throw it over here, this guy doesn't matter. At all.
Right. No, and he's putting it in a perfect spot. We talk about that all the time. This is where the relationship between the quarterback and the receiver is so important because I don't know if this ball is designed to go there, but he knows that's if he puts the ball there that there's no way the defender can make it, and he trusts the receiver enough to be able to make that play.
Adams is phenomenal, so good. He might be the best wide receiver in the league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was. Well, the way they're playing together, he makes him really good.
Yeah. Okay, here's Tanyan.
Again, the safety misses to tackle. He picks up another 5 yards after Tart flies by him. And then touchdown. Just blocked down. Yep. 38's got to be able to 38 or one of those two guys has to be able to squeeze this in, and they're both sitting on top. You're muted, Grant. Grant, you're muted. was wondering why I got so quiet.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. Now you're back.
Cool. What was I trying to say? That was a wide receiver here who blocked him. Nice job, dude. Good job. On the wide receiver's part, not on Nick Bosa's part.
Is that 13, Lazard?
Yeah, Lazard. Big wide receiver. Okay. Let's watch from the end zone. This is fun.
Yeah, this was really good.
Boom. Okay.
It just opens up for him, and he's able to hit the hole.
This guy fucks up. Sorry. Nice run.
Except for here, he needs to cut inside.
Yeah.
He runs himself out of bounds by he makes that an easy play for Crosby. Just kind of keeps taking himself out there.
Yeah. Jack, was this the first time they ever lost in these red uniforms ever?
I think they lost. I think so. Either that or they might have lost, I think, the last home game of '94 when everything was sewn up. But yeah, I mean, that was one of those games that really.
So there's that stick route to Kittle that gets him a free 8 yards, which I like. It's a good way to get him the ball. And here's again these slants with no clear out routes, a bunch of shallow stuff. Look, 5 eligibles within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I can understand why he's going to the right side, because that's the wide side of the field. So you should have more room, but there's nobody there to hold the safety. So the safety's just if he comes to the bottom of the screen, you got Ayuk on a little bit less congested route because you have more guys on that side, but that's the short side. He's thinking, I got the wide side over here. I'm going to get the slant. Look how far back the safety is. The safety never even moves back. Safety just his feet are planted.
And these are all design flaws. So interesting. That's a nice throw.
Yeah, that's a nice one. He got the route by Juszczyk keeps 42 inside. He throws it right off of his shoulder. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's nice. I see what you're saying. Here's 44. He's going to hold this guy and throw it right in here. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. That's the read there. The read on that one is if that linebacker drops, you go to 44. Otherwise, you go to the guy behind him. Nice and easy.
Juszczyk again, foreshadowing the end. It's a perfectly fine read to me.
Yeah, it's good. He might be able to stick it in the end zone, but I'd rather have him do what he does here.
Oh, yeah.
He looks like it's tipped. Huh?
Knuckler. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, he misreads it and throws it behind him. I think he misreads the leverage. Because that guy's playing outside, but he's playing a little outside of him, so he thinks he's going to get the slant, but the linebacker just sits on it. If he just holds it for a second, it's wide open.
Yeah, it really is.
It's almost like he's got to pump and go.
Yeah, it looks like a choice route, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Also, George.
Yeah.
Just
depending on which side he wants to. Yeah, depending on which side he wants to work on.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Ooh.
Yeah, and this is another one like to run, and it's just off of his hands, just a little too far out in front of him. But it bounces off his hands, his fingertips.
Yeah. Fourth down. This fourth down?
Go back to the beginning of this one real quick. Watch the snap. That thing's a lollipop coming back to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is where he's got to sprint out to his right, and he's doing the best he can. The play breaks down in part because of the snap, and it's covered well to the left side.
Oh yeah, that's a crap snap. Look at that.
It happened. It happens over and over again in the second half.
Oh.
And now he's got to escape. Does a good job of he's looking out.
That's a nice throw.
Yeah, he hits him. He hits him in both hands.
Yeah, you got to catch that.
Yeah, you got to catch that ball. And it's he's sprinting as fast as he can out to the right, and then right here, this should be a touchdown again.
Oh,
the play before doesn't matter because there was a penalty, a hold, but this is a touchdown. This ball hits Ayuk. I know it's a little high, but don't worry about that. It hits him in both his hands.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Yikes,
touchdown.
dude. Back-to-back drops. What an offense here. Okay.
And that's the thing, right? Are we having this conversation that we're having as much about Trey Lance if that ball's caught? Because if that ball's caught, Trey Lance doesn't get into the game right here and score the touchdown.
Sure. You're right.
They get a break here because that should have been intentional grounding. I think he's getting hit. That gives him the benefit of the doubt because he's getting hit. So they're thinking he's trying to hit that ball over the middle.
Oh, wow. Look who's beat.
Yep. A little bit.
That, Preston Smith is pretty good too. People wrote him off.
Yeah, he is. Remember, it was the
dude.
Those two guys were both really good.
This is a big hit on Garoppolo. Hold on.
The Smith brothers, remember? That's what they called them.
With the helmet right there, dude. That's a helmet hit on Garoppolo. It's not. It's inadvertent, but
they still usually call it.
Boom. And look at him. Ow. He's checking his head, making sure he's alive. Dang. That's rough. No wonder they took him out of the game for a play.
Yeah. Good point. And then this.
Rocked.
Nice block by. I think it's all. I mean, look at the size difference between Williams and the poor little corner that he's blocking. Yeah.
So they block down. He comes around, and this boom. Kevin King. Oh man, went to my high school. Nice. Kevin.
Oh, that's not King. That's
Stokes.
Yeah. Look at the size difference between the two. But
all right, so that was a nice play. All right.
Now we're into the second half, right?
Yeah, we got to move. We got a half hour left to do the rest of the game. Okay. Play action.
It's a nice little play. That's when they play. Yeah, they do that a lot where he just kind of sits there and it's
oof. It seems to me you're trying to get the ball to Ayuk, but Kittle whiffs on this block and he becomes a check down option.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea was not to miss that block, but now he becomes a check down and breaks a tackle. Nice.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Sermon.
He just doesn't go anywhere. He has nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. Oh, my God, Alex Mack. Oh, my God, Alex Mack. Dude, Alex Mack is a problem. Whoa, dude. Oh, my God.
It's
wow. Not a good. Oh, this is nice. I like this film. I like this one. This was good.
Yes, this is a good one.
Yeah. What if the play was to get the ball to Trey Lance, but Juszczyk just came in and was like, nah, we're not doing
that. Nah, buddy.
Nah, man, sorry. Audible, a hot route. All right, here we go.
That's a little screen. These are probably two of their best plays back to back of the game. The little screen out here to Ayuk or
Debo. Oh yeah, okay, that's nice. Debo. Nice block there too by Sanu.
Yeah, it's nice. They finally get to the edge, and then they come. This is a good run right off of it. They kind of get them on their heels a little bit.
Ooh.
Well, this is one of the few times where he's not getting hit at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Lakin, good job. Lakin and Williams. Boom.
This is it's a zone to the right, and he sees the hole.
Pop. He's like, oh, I don't want to go over here. 60, nah. I'm gonna look 75, 71. Yep, good call.
Yeah, and he does a really nice job. Yeah, and they need to be doing this with him more often.
Yeah. Now they're.
Yeah, and then they come back with this as Ayuk. So they get the. This is how Shanahan's offense always works. Once it gets going, it starts to roll.
Yeah.
But that's a really nice run on that second one after the screen.
Yeah. So they're finally getting into more of their identity, calling plays that look like stuff they called when they were going to the Super Bowl. This is nice. Good way to get the Ayuk involved. I don't know why it took 3 games to get him the ball like that, but that was nice.
Yep.
Come
back to Sermon.
Okay.
Yeah. Still no movement at the center position, but they get a little bit of a crease there, and they're able to hit it. This is like what you're talking about, though. They kind of do like a little bit of a wham, because watch the guy come from the backside, and that's where the ball that's designed to go to. This is really what you're talking about earlier. You're moving everybody one way. You're getting all 3 of those guys going one way. Now you got the fullback who is in the backfield, which is actually your tight end, coming
Kittle.
across and cutting off that defensive end. You're running right at him.
Not a great block from Kittle here.
No, but the reason that he's not getting more isn't because he's probably going to get past Kittle's man if 97 isn't tackling him from behind.
97 versus Mac. Oh God. Look. Kenny Clark is really good. And he went to UCLA, which means he's a scholar. But this is not good, Alex. This is not good. Not good. That was good from Alex. Maybe it's just he can't block Kenny Clark. Good job, Alex.
Yeah, he's able to turn 93 a little bit there.
Yeah. Don't understand.
I don't understand the use of the way they're using Samuel's. And some,
Yeah.
I know I do get it, but I want to see Samuel be used on the edge more than what they're doing, especially when you're having as much trouble as you are in the middle. Get that ball to Samuel, get off to the edge, make those guys start to chase him early in the game, so that in the second half you can start to hit more, like what we saw him do against Philadelphia.
Yeah. What do you think this read from Jimmy? It's supposed to go to George, he doesn't throw it.
If he hits him, it's going to be a tight one. I think he takes the easier throw.
Got Jair Alexander on him. I don't think he's that open.
No,
I wouldn't throw that either.
He's behind him, but that's the best, one of the best defenders they have on their team.
Yeah, good decision by Jimmy on that one.
You're going to get the ball to your running back and hope he can make the pen of the linebacker, but the linebacker's doing a good job of shadowing him, using his leverage to the sideline.
Yep.
This is a nice ball too.
That's super nice. Yeah, it's the right read too. He did play well in this game. If
he's reading off the right side, that's the right spot to go. He has it open on the left side too, but that guy's wide open.
Oh, Ayuk.
Ayuk's open. Both of them are open. Let's kind of go back to their deeper.
Actually, Ayuk is the easier throw because there's no linebacker here. But that's it's a tougher throw and he makes it.
Yeah, and I'm not sure the I'm not sure what his progression is supposed to be on that, but based off of, heck, that's a nice ball to get that over the up and down.
It was very nice,
Really nice catch.
Okay. That's Debo.
Preston Smith dominated this game.
He's really good. I don't know why people didn't think but this is why you can't run outside. It's hard to run outside zone against 3-4.
91 and 97 dominated this game.
Yeah.
Because
he's setting the edge.
Yeah, he sets the edge. Kittle gets no push. He tries to hook him. He just basically, I'm
going to say something controversial. George Kittle's blocking is taking a step back. What the hell is that? He used to be way better than this. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying he used to be way better. What the hell is that?
Or maybe he's that, or maybe Preston Smith's really good. I don't know. But maybe
I thought George Kittle was supposed to be really good, but yeah.
Maybe Kittle needs to go to offensive lineman U this year.
Oh, I said he came into camp looking like a wide receiver. I said it. All right, let's see what we got.
Play action. There's nobody there.
Nope. I think they're trying to get the ball to Kittle, but he never got across.
No, because they're sitting. If he keeps going, there's a zone. They're in zone. They're waiting for him to come, so he stops. There's nowhere. It's a good coverage against it, so he just throws it over throws it for a field goal.
It seems like the league sort of has Kyle's offense scouted. He's going to need to break out the wrinkles. It's time, man. It's time. He had the league so confused in 2019.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Well, plus I think these guys at Green Bay they've played against the 49ers quite a few times under him, and they know what he's going to do.
Nice throw with anticipation.
Yeah, that's a nice ball. Right now, he's still going out on an out and in on that little whatever they call that route, but it hit that ball.
Like he has to throw the ball outside the numbers that with that much anticipation because he doesn't have the velocity. He's got to do it. Doesn't step into the throw, going to get hit. Throws it early, beautiful.
That's against Alexander too.
Yep.
That's a really nice ball when that comes out of his hand.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that people try to say that he doesn't throw with anticipation, and I don't see it.
He does. He does
it a lot. He does it a lot when.
Yeah. He's a lot like Mac Jones. I'm saying.
Oh yeah. They're very.
I think it's ironic that Kyle Shanahan wanted to replace Jimmy with Mac Jones, dude. 6'1", half dozen the other. Come on. They're both good. They're both modest.
Yeah. Well, the thing what I liked Mac Jones a lot, but I liked part of it too was even if he is just Jimmy, you're getting Jimmy at about a fifth of the
He's
price.
younger and he's cheaper. I like Jimmy in this game, man. I mean, Mac Jones has limitations. Jimmy has limitations. I like a quarterback who has, more athleticism, but these guys are both playing. I mean, Jimmy in particular is playing really well. There's a lot of different ways you can play quarterback, and Jimmy's playing it well right in this game from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, he's playing well within what his offensive scheme is. He's not,
and we all think that like the limitations are because of him, but right now they're because of Kyle.
Right.
From what we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're back to running the ball against too high. Let's see what they do here against. They got their tight ends against Bosa. Boom, boom.
It's
easy.
An easy 7 yards. They do a good job here on this. They're going to throw this to Adams. It's a really nice job by Alshire.
Yes, it is. Nicely done. Nicely done. Okay.
He throws it behind him. The receiver needs to throttle down this and to sit in the hole. He runs through the hole a little bit too quick.
Yeah.
Because it's there. They're getting some guys in his face, and
oh yeah, it's a nice throw.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a little late. I think the ball probably needed to come out of his hand a tick sooner.
Yeah. All right, let's watch Brandon Ayuk return a punt. Let's watch him the other way.
I was hoping that was going to be a big return right there.
Yeah.
Because it looked like it was going to be at for a minute there.
Yeah. That's a nice little juke right there.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice. And yards, first down. Thank you very much.
Nice run.
Thurman. Nice run.
Look how much better they run the ball. It's that same defensive front they were running before. Now they're running it to the left side, though.
Yeah, exactly.
And look at the push that they get over here. He's pressing that outside hole and the outside of the formation to kind of get everybody over there, and they cut right back up inside. 50. It's really nice on it's good blocking over there.
Yeah, but 50.
Yeah, he misses them.
I can't take my eyes off Alex Mack now that you've pointed it out. I can't.
No, he misses them, and the guy that he misses is the first one that gets his foot.
Oh, Alex. Oh, this was a weak call. This one.
Yeah, they go back to that
scrimmage to Kittle on 2nd and 3. Yikes.
Yeah, they go back to that what they did with
Debo.
Samuel earlier, but it's a little too deep. In the way that they have an extra guy over there on this one too.
Yeah. So and they got 3rd down.
And now they decide that they're going to not block Smith at all.
Yeah.
And according to Shanahan, this is on Mac as well, miscommunication.
Oh. Interesting. So he's sliding to the left, and 71 thinks they're sliding to the right?
Yeah, he thinks he's got to squeeze. And so he squeezes, and they just run right past him. And he gets smacked.
Oh. Yikes.
It's going to be a tight throw regardless, but you don't even get a chance because it's a free rush at your quarterback.
Right. Okay. Jeez.
So that's right back to what they were. It looked like that's very similar to their 3rd down play. Just a quick little slant. He gets the ball of his hands quicker this time, though.
Yeah, I mean that's just a slant against quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, though. I've been meaning to watch for this, and I feel like I've been forgetting to watch the chip.
Does it start here? Yep,
it works.
Yeah, it just takes Bosa. They don't really have anything to. The way they line those guys up so wide, and we're going to see this at the end of the game. It's like everything about what the 49ers did on that last drive is just too easy for the offense.
Got it. So here they try to run it. Kinlaw, great play. No, Jones.
So try to run it, Jones?
Yeah, Jones. Jumps inside. Bosa and Kinlaw finish it off.
Yeah, but they both jump inside. 93 jumps inside. Bosa jumps inside because he's got the linebacker out there to help him.
Got it.
Look at that trip on Bosa right there, though.
Oh, yeah, let's watch it here.
Watch how far he rides him inside.
Oh, wow.
They're trying to run a twist, but look how far wide. This is the problem. Look how wide he is.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody mention this earlier. They might have alerted him to it. I'm not sure, but there's no way he's too wide. I mean, you've got your guy. He's a man and a half outside of the tackle. Like, that's just an easy block for 85.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where they really put him. Back in the old days, those guys, Reggie White, those guys, they were lined up outside, on the outside shoulder of those guys, not so darn wide. Especially if you want to try to bring that guy back inside.
Yeah. Yeah. Really interesting how effective it is. Once again, and then now everything they're doing is at Bosa. This is very interesting. So again, they've done this before. You got the wide receiver on Bosa blocking down, and just a little toss, boom, easy enough. Very interesting. Yeah. It's like they turned Bosa from being a game wrecker to a game. Like, he was wrecking the game for the Packers, and now he's a liability, or they're turning him into one in certain situations, which is very interesting.
Well, they're just taking him out of the game in the the passing game, but with the chips, and then in the running game, they're able to just kind of go around him because, he's everything he does is kind of going inside, and so they're just going to run right around him.
That's true.
PI on Warner. You can't really do it. You can't really do anything. The only thing that he can do is just keep running without touching him.
Oof. Yeah,
that's really not that bad. But, you can see that's a 50-50 call.
Yeah. Oh, God. Deep safeties, wide 9, big run. I mean,
yeah.
2 double teams. You get the middle linebacker, boom. Easy.
This 98 sure isn't the guy they had in 2019. That 98 was much better.
Oh, Ronald Blair, yep.
Yeah, he was a much better player then.
Yes, and Arden Key, yeah. Ugh. Nice tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Nice stop by Kinlaw.
A long arm.
Yeah.
That should have been if that's Jason Verrett, that's a pick.
Yeah. Man, that's a gorgeous throw. God, that's a gorgeous throw. Real quick though.
Go back to the all 22 view of it. Because he's in zone out there, right? He's not in man.
Yeah.
He starts to fall off. Once he starts he needs to fall back quicker. Because watch, there's no reason for him to keep just kind of settling down right there. He's got to get his eyes inside.
Yeah.
And I don't think he sees the guy soon enough.
Oh, now he sees him. Yeah. Oh,
oops. As the ball's being thrown, he sees him, and he's just not able to. I mean, he misses that thing by inches.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I was wanting to say, like, it's a pretty good pass rush, except from Kinlaw, man. Kinlaw just does what he always does. He loses, and then he just puts his hands up.
Yeah, no, all he does, when it comes to Kinlaw with pass rush, he rushes into the guy's chest, gets his eyes up, and tries to get into the passing lane and bat it down. That's all he does.
That's all he does. All right, here we go. We got 20 minutes left, and we on the game film, and 15 minutes left of real time, so we're gonna have to go quick. Look at the elusiveness from young James. Okay, so who whiffs? 28.
Oh, yeah, this was the other one that I was. No, go to the 22 real quick. Okay, so watch again. What they're trying to do is they're trying to run a slant with Samuel in the flat, but you just nobody blocks 52 on the other side. He does the play action. Everything's short, right? We talked about this earlier. Everything's condensed over here on the right, on the left side. It's all covered. They do a good job. Even if he doesn't get hit, I don't think there's anywhere to go with the ball. And now when you go back to the end zone view, somebody goes the wrong way, and it's either Kittle needs to step down or McGlinchey needs to get him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was McGlinchey or Kittle, but this is the same problem that they had on the other side of the ball. They have now here.
Yep. Yep.
And yeah, he does a good job of running. And this should have been a penalty, but it's tough with all the bodies there.
Okay.
Yeah, this was the one where I told you nobody's open because there's nobody open down there. They have decent coverage or decent protection here, but they don't have anybody open.
Oh, Alex.
He's doing a good job of sliding over. There's just nowhere to go.
That's holding on Alex Mack. Lucky he didn't call it, but he gets beat. Brunskill gets beat. Wow, Mack and Brunskill get beat. Oh, and McGlinchey too.
Yeah.
My God, dude.
So now they got 3rd and 14. Whew. This is a nice play by Garoppolo, though. It's well covered at the beginning, and he starts to keep it alive.
Yeah, that is a nice play.
You know, this is the one where when we're sitting up there and we're watching it, right about the moment, right here. I'm saying, throw it.
Yeah.
And he puts it up there, and it's beautiful. Okay that it's that's a Rodgers type of play, not Rodgers play, but I mean that's a deep ball where it's a 50-50 ball.
Yeah.
Your guy's either going to get it or it's going to be a PI.
Super nice. Nice. Okay.
So some pretty good footwork there. There's just the over route. Easy. It's a little bit it's not the best ball.
Looked like Sanu kind of slowed up a little bit. I don't know why. Look at him. Watch. He kind of slows down, and then he has to go up.
Yeah, and the ball's out. The ball's a little bit out in front of him, and
a
little low, but he makes the catch.
Okay, that's another terrible. Oh, dude,
little lie pop.
Dude, that's Mack had a terrible game. Whoa, I didn't realize. I had no. Oh my God, that was a one hopper. I've never seen that.
Yeah,
dude,
hops to him, and this is the one, I think Garoppolo just runs it himself right where the play's supposed to go. Nice little 4-yard gain for Big James.
Wow,
big game James.
Big game James. He played a lot better than I thought he did after watching this. I'm impressed.
Yeah, and then this, they've been running this concept a few times, right? And then now they hit it over the middle.
Yep,
that's what they did against New England.
Mm-hmm. Nice
little thing out of their bunch formation.
That was nice. Nice run. Nice second effort.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. They're going to bring in Lance in a second again, aren't they?
Yeah, the next play.
Huh?
They get a little tricky here, and they do this little boot.
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work, but it happens. They get the holding because when you go back to it, the left outside linebacker, he's going to grab him and just.
Oh yeah.
But this still should be a touchdown. I still think that this should be a touchdown. If he just throws this ball, and he's getting a little. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it's with a guy of
He should just float it to Sermon.
Not really, because what's happening, his eyes are here, so he's not even seen that. Mm-hmm. He throws it to the right guy. My argument here is that this ball just needs to be higher, because when we watched this game up from that press box, I thought he dropped it. I didn't realize that this ball hit the ground until watching it back later. He just needs, if he puts this ball in the same spot that Garoppolo put that one a little bit earlier, it's a touchdown, and then you don't have to go to the next play. It's probably low because the guy's grabbing him a little bit there.
I think so. He doesn't even get a real spiral out. It's like almost.
No, I think it's because he's getting held. Yeah, it's probably because of that.
A little awkward.
Yeah, and that's kind of my. I'll save that for another day.
What were you gonna say?
It's just my thing with Lance is and what he brings to the table. I'm not quite sure that we're going to see the explosiveness that people think with him. Just when you base off of what we've seen of him so far, they haven't really tried to throw it with him. But even the running stuff that they've done with him, the touchdown play was nice. But go back to what we saw to Detroit. Detroit wasn't worried at all about him with the run game. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how often that pass game is going to be quite as open, but maybe it will. Maybe that would be the key.
Okay. That was a nice touchdown run. We got 15 minutes left.
Yeah, it was a good. That was a really well blocked up play there.
All right.
What's the score right now?
Good question. I don't know.
Okay.
After they score that touchdown, they're
okay. Fast forward through this because it's going to be. He goes deep 3 times in a row right here. He goes deep to Adams down the left side. It's incomplete. Deep to in the middle, and then deep down the right. Because this sets up the backwards pass.
Okay.
I think.
Hold on. Ayuk again. Makes one guy miss.
Yeah.
First down. Thank you very much. You're welcome, 49ers fans. That was all us. We did that. We did that. Okay.
Toss to the right. He's got one guy. He's got to beat that guy. They have the unblocked. There's the unblocked man out there. This is the difference between Trey Sermon, Elijah Mitchell, and Raheem Mostert.
Yeah.
Is the ability to make that one guy miss and make a play out of it. Check down. He looks like he's going to have that man over the middle open, but he doesn't have. It's good that he throws the ball. It's good that he throws it where he does because he's going to get blasted if he tries to throw that middle route.
Yeah. This is like 3 tight ends and a wide receiver. Doesn't work.
Yeah, they try to go back to the toss. Just not there. They got to just keep running the ball to the left.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh, that was.
Oh yeah, this is where they get the break on the tripping.
Oh yeah, that's definitely trip. Got breaks quick on that.
Yeah, and then we're going to get to the next one's the backwards pass. Oh. It's supposed to be a screen. I mean, this is just all. I mean, look how quick Clark's on top of him.
Yeah.
He just needs to take the sack, and I don't think he's trying to throw the ball down. Did he say he was trying to throw the ball down?
No.
I know it was asked of him.
Tomlinson.
The timing of it's all off. Tomlinson lets go of his guy, and that 97 just runs right by him, and then Sermon gets caught behind in no man's land right there.
It looks like he's trying to just kind of ground it, but it doesn't realize he's spun around.
Right. I think that's what happened. Because I remember him saying that he was trying to throw it away, and he just gets spun around and loses track where he was. It's one of those deals where, like I wrote today, he just needs. We've talked about this with him. This is the first what WTF play that we've seen of him this year.
Yeah.
And he just needs to know that he needs to take the sack. Just bury it. Just hold on to it.
Yeah.
The worst thing that can happen is what happens.
Kinlaw. Oh God. Kinlaw is not the savior of this wide 9 defense. I'm sorry.
No, he's not. That's why when people talk about him the way they do, they needed to draft a third big old guy that could just stick in there and run and do that, because he might be able to hold up a little okay every once in a while in the run game. He gives you absolutely nothing in the passing game.
Absolutely nothing.
We're
going quick. You keep talking.
No, that's okay. I was just looking to see which the play was because I stopped looking at my sheet.
That was a drop. Got lucky on this one. Did he tap it?
That's actually good cover. Look at where his hand is. His hand's across his face. His right hand.
I think he tipped it.
Yeah, he might have. I think he knocks it out inadvertently.
Wow, nice coverage.
Yeah.
All right, my bad.
Because he sees the hands going up, so he puts his hands out in front of him, and he knocks it down.
Okay, here we go. It's the final drive?
Yeah, this is the final drive.
Okay.
It's going to be incomplete to Samuel here.
So real quick, hold on. Emmanuel Moseley. This is key. This play. Knocks it down. Key play.
No. Yeah, he did. Moseley played okay. He had the one bad PI, but he played like you would have expected him to. Right.
All right. I just want to give you credit because I realized that the defense held there, but Moseley, pass break up in the end zone. Nice on Adams 1-on-1. Okay, here we go. Here's the drive.
This is the ball that I think.
Oh, could have been.
They tried to run a little screen kind of thing out to him, I think, or because they're bringing him across. They want to try to get they're trying to get a couple quick yards. check down to him.
Okay.
Yeah, it was close to being behind him. This is the one to me. It's going to be hard to see on this angle, but I thought this ball hit him in the chest.
Oh, yeah. I think you probably see it from this angle.
You know, his left arm might be getting held a little bit.
Oh,
Well, hits him in the chest.
How many balls did Debo drop in this game?
That right there is the ball that everybody says Garoppolo can't hit. He gets lucky. He drills this one right in there.
Oh,
and he hits it right between the 1 and the 9.
Say he drills it, but he throws it early.
Well, it's a long ball. It's a 20-yard out. So
yeah,
you know, it's about as
drilled as it could be for him.
Yes, it's as drilled as Garoppolo's going to throw that out, and he puts it right there between the 1 and the 9.
You got to catch that, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, catch that.
Yeah, that's a tough one because that guy's arm's right in there too. But yeah, so you can't blame that on the. Yeah, he's going to go to Kittle here over the middle.
I'm thinking Kyle needs to get Kittle in the slot more. Like, you need to do this, dude. That's what the Chiefs do with Kelsey, man.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, especially if you're going to struggle with running the ball and you want to kind of open up your offense a little bit, you got to put him out there.
Thank you. It took way too long for this to happen. They should have went to this in the first quarter. Great call. They should have been doing this all year, man. It took them this long to get the ball to Kittle on a freaking dig route. Amazing.
And then he runs after the catch. That's where he's so good.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Oh, that's dangerous. That is dangerous. Don't do that, Jimmy. Don't do that, Jimmy.
That guy just sitting on him on the backside. Go back to the all 22 for me real quick. Yeah, because see what's happening here is they're in they got the bunch on the right side.
Yeah.
So this backside safety's keen in over here. His eyes are he's not worried about everything on that side is in front of him. And so he's looking at number 3. Number 3's running across at him, and so he starts to just jump on it.
And there's nothing to occupy him.
No, there's nothing to occupy him because everything else is short. And that number 3 receiver's coming right at him. If you're going to cover 3, that deep 2 shell, that guy's going to run at that every time.
Jeez, the Niners lose Mike LaFleur, and all hell breaks loose. Who knew that Mike LaFleur was the secret genius in this?
Well, he was the passing game coordinator.
He was the passing game coordinator. The new guy is someone named Bobby Slowick.
Yeah.
I don't even know. So far, not so good.
Ooh. This is a heck of a catch by that's the out route. Sorry.
Oh
yeah, that's the out route.
Brunskill, dude. Oh, God. Terrible. He's not good at football. Okay.
This is a heck of a catch by Debo, though.
Ooh, what a throw. These were the throws that Jimmy was making in 2017, I swear. Taking the hit, like just flicking the ball. Like, how did you do that?
Just putting it up there for his best player to make a play while he's got a defensive tackle that's just beating 60 in his face.
It's like, oh, let me just throw off my back foot to Jair Alexander, a dead duck, and it's gonna work. Only Jimmy can do that. Only Jimmy can do that.
This is where you and I are sitting up there, and I'm laughing.
You're absolutely laughing, and I'm like, no way.
Yes, and I'm laughing at I'm laughing at this whole part of these last few plays of the drive because you know that everybody's been ripping Garoppolo up until this point, and the 49ers are going to go down, and they're going to take the lead.
Yeah.
As bad as they've played throughout this whole game, as bad as people thought he'd played throughout this whole game. They're going to score a touchdown here.
Bad in this game.
No, he hasn't.
Nah,
he really hasn't.
Nah. A little bit of a break saying he's not out of bounds.
Yeah, they did. He called but maybe the other guy called him out.
No. They kept it going. I think that was a generous call. Maybe he called it out. I don't know.
No, there's
okay. So here's where they snap it at 12 seconds. We can't see that though.
Yeah. So the clock's running then at that point. That's yep.
Perfect read. Nice. Breaks 2 tackles. Great job. But
there was a really good point that I don't know if somebody asked the question of Richard
Hightower.
Hightower today. I missed the part of that.
This is right here.
There's no reason what was his answer for kicking this ball?
He said, "Well, we respected their returner too much." That's a non-answer. To me, I was talking to a coach. He would say what we would have done, and I'm not saying who the coach was. He would call it a power kick. It's not a squib kick, but you want to kick it through the middle of the defense and have it land on a line drive like around here.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Yep. Because if that ball's on the ground and it's bouncing, he's going to have to touch it because it's not like a kickoff that goes in the end zone where it doesn't take any time off. That's and that's what I was just going to say. And I think that's why they were asking Hightower that question today. And if he said it was because of they were respecting the return game, that's a bad answer.
It's a bad answer.
Especially with, that's just a bad answer. You got to start. You want to blame
not a squib kick. They call it a power kick. You're trying to get it past these first two levels and get it to land right around here on a line, so it bounces this way.
Yeah. You want to just drive it like a line drive.
Exactly. Yep. And why wouldn't you do that here?
You should. You absolutely should have. That's a really good point that I didn't think about in the press box. At the time,
it happened so fast. But the next day, you're like, wait a second. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So this is the key. This is the key drive. Let's knock this out, and then we'll let you go.
No, just hold on a second.
Oh, so
before the ball snapped, go back to the play. That's before it snapped. So what's going to happen? Watch 85 and the two guys that are most inside in the trips. So that's going to be the running back here and the tight end over here. Their job, they're running routes, but their job is to really do nothing other than stop Ford and Bosa, and they do. Yeah. They take him out of it.
Yep. So you get this muddled rush where no one gets there. And then we've made this point before. You're calling a soft zone coverage. I don't like that. You're letting this guy get a free release into the secondary. No one's covering Davante Adams. Another thing, though, look at the placement of the linebackers.
Fred Warner's got to turn and run.
Also, why are you lining up 5 yards off the ball? You know they're going to throw the ball here. It's not the first quarter.
No,
you have some situational awareness. You should be here.
Yeah, you're 100% correct.
Your linebackers running back in the backfield.
Your linebackers need to be deep, as deep as they can. Your safeties and corners are fine on this play because of where the ball's at. Your secondary level, your linebackers have got to get more depth. It's got to be turn and run to get back to the depth.
They're lined up like it's the first play of the game and they're trying to stop Aaron Jones. It's not. It's a 2-minute drill, a 30-second drill, and there's no running back there.
Yeah, and I understand that this is a great pass by Aaron Rodgers, but Fred Warner is an all-pro, right? So he needs to be getting more depth in this. So he's covering grass.
He knows it too. He's eyeballing Adams. He looks at him now. He's looking at him like I know he's coming, and he just doesn't get back far enough.
No, he's covering grass.
Yeah.
He needs to get more depth. He just needs to turn and get more depth.
The only reason for him not to get depth is if he thought there was some like underneath route. But again, they're not throwing that. Know the situation.
No, okay. Now go back just a little bit, and you're going to see where Warner makes the mistake. He starts to flatten out, and that's where he makes his mistake right here.
There, yeah.
Keep
dropping.
He's dropping, and he's watching the running back. He's watching this running back right here.
Yeah.
Dude. The running back starts to go out. He flattens out, and then you get the ball over the top of him. I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt on this play. That's not a good play by him.
It's not a good play. Football is always so complicated. I also want to say I don't think it's a good call by D'Amico, but it might have worked out had Fred Warner executed it correctly.
Had you recognized the situation and you know that they've got to get down the field, you don't care if they throw the ball to the running back. Let them throw the ball to the running back, rally up, and it's either you're going to run him out of bounds for a short gain, or you're going to tackle him and you're going to take a bunch of time off the clock. Instead, you're doing whatever you're doing here, and they just get the ball right at the top of you.
Hey,
it's a great ball,
but penalty on Samson Ebukam. No one calls it.
The reason it's not called is look where his hands are. His hands are inside, so it doesn't really look that bad.
Yeah, that's true.
To those guys, it just looks like,
great catch.
His arms aren't extended. His arms are right in tight, and it's definitely holding. But you're not going to.
Okay, so here's the spike, and then this is an incomplete pass.
Yeah. This is
what is the coverage here? This is cover 3 deep, 4 underneath. Him dropping down here.
Yep, it's that kind of like that defense we saw him play against the Chargers in the preseason game where
and it's incomplete.
They dropped the safety.
And then this is the final play. Oh, do we miss a chip? No. But the chip on the last play was very interesting. Boom. Okay. And here we go. Okay.
Yep. So just pause it. Yeah. So you get the chips again. See, those two guys aren't doing anything, but all their job is, even though they're making themselves. The guy on the top, I think that's Cobb, and he does a heck of a job on both sides. The guy on the bottom does a great job. They both do a good job of funneling those guys inside, and now you've got. At the top, this is 3. It's two man, and he just doesn't do anything on this route. He's backpedaling away. He's giving ground. The 40-yard line, when you line up for this play, you've got to treat the 40-yard line as the goal line. Look at the way that Emmanuel Moseley's playing this at the bottom of the screen.
Yep.
That's what Lenoir needs to be doing at the top of the screen. There's just no he's nowhere in at all in taking this is such an easy play for Rodgers.
Well, he's playing it like he's in zone coverage. He's backed off. He's looking at the quarterback, and he's playing outside leverage as opposed to Moseley, who's playing man-to-man, bump and run, inside leverage, taking away the slant, and playing trail. Like that's the right technique. That is something else over here. What is that? Did he get
everybody else across the board is playing man. The only guy that's if he thinks it's zone, he's the only guy that thinks it's zone.
The technique makes me think that he thinks it's quarters. That looks like quarters what he's playing.
You know, it's
so,
just.
And I asked someone asked Kyle Shanahan today. He said it was the cornerback's fault. So yeah, Diamador. I thought it was a bracket. Watching him play outside leverage, I'm like, oh, okay, so you're trying to take away the outside breaking one, and you want him to take the inside breaking one, but no, it was just straight up 2-man coverage. That's not the right technique. That's awful.
Yeah. They need to trait the 40 as the end zone here. You don't care if they throw this ball down the field. We talked about this yesterday. You don't care if they throw the ball down the field. That's going to be a tougher route anyway. You don't care if he catches this ball at the 35 or he catches this ball in the 15 or it's a touchdown. It doesn't matter at that point. You need to make sure that they don't get past the 40. You need to be jamming the heck out of that guy. Now,
I do want to say something though. Lenoir blows it here. So does Jimmy Ward though. He's late. No, he's late to get over to his assignment. The guy's over here.
Yeah.
Couldn't find him. Over here. He runs over. And here comes Tonyan. He chips. And, I mean, he could get it too. Anyway, Lenoir messed up. So did Jimmy.
Well, Ward's not. If Ward is in his coverage, he's not going to be in a whole lot of different position than where he is by the time that ball's thrown. Even though he's late getting over there because Tonyan is taking so much time in the chip. You know,
look at those chips though.
Oh yeah, watch the guy. That's Jones, I guess.
Is it that easy to take out the Niners pass rush? Just do that.
It is. We've seen it. We saw it in this game.
Wow.
And it's too easy. And I don't blame the defense. I don't say the defense lost the game, but the people that want to come out and at least to me, the folks that want to say that this wasn't on the defense at the end of the game, I don't agree with that at all. They had a lead. The first play is Warner not getting enough depth, and the second play is a cornerback playing it wrong.
Yep.
You know, and they don't do anything to help the defensive ends out with a chip. And that's really that's it.
That's right. Well, that was very informative, Jack. Thanks for hanging with me on that one. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. No, we're good.
That was good. That was fun. A lot of what we learned. I mean, I actually come away from this session with a greater appreciation and respect for Jimmy Garoppolo's performance in this game and more questions about Kyle Shanahan and Mike McDaniel. Guys, where is the creativity? How are you stretching the field? We thought it was Jimmy's inability to stretch the field. It's not even in the design. Where is it? Where are the clear out routes?
Yeah, there's definitely times when it's not there.
Yeah. Very interesting. Jack, thank you very much.
Yeah,
we'll do it again next week.
For sure.
All right. Thanks, everyone.